selling pints. We not done, rules moving lights. We not done, fucking niggas hoes. We not done, still running through the bowls. Who shot?
Welcome to another episode of the First of 32 podcast. I'm your host, Steve, a.k.a. Stott, a.k.a. whatever you know me as, and I'm here with another special guest, my boy,
Big Zed.
Zedo, Zedster, Zed Monster. And last time y'all seen us or heard from us, it was... It was the day before the Game 7 of the Nuggets and... Who was that? OKC?
Yeah.
Nuggets OKC
Bad
game.
officiating game.
It was Game 7. It was a big game, a huge game actually. But like I predicted, the Nuggets lost.
You predicted a good game.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Wasn't
for the Nuggets?
Terrible.
The end didn't score for that game was 125-93. Shea Alexander had 35 points. Hartenstein had 10. Jalen Williams had 24. Chet had 13. It was just a good all-around game. Caruso had 11, a couple steals, couple blocks.
Should have been fouled out. That nigga was hacking.
On the Nuggets end, Joker had 20. Jamal Murray had 13. Christian Brown had 19. Aaron Gordon had 8, but it will be noted that he was
11 rebounds.
11 rebounds, but he was playing on a bad hamstring too.
He played great.
Messed up his hamstring the game before that. He was questionable for Game 7. He was like a game time decision. Michael Porter Jr. had 6 points. Let me see. Westbrook had 6 points. He balled out.
16. Good game,
If y'all can remember, he said Joker was going to have 30 and 30 rebounds. Westbrook was going to have a triple-double.
Double.
Yeah.
Triple-double.
Be there, be square.
Chief. We was in the building.
That game was ugly from the second quarter.
Third. We got ugly in the third.
It was ugly in the second. Them boys, one thing I said about the Thunder in that game, they was all over the place. Like, they was hustling. They was attacking the ball on defense. As soon as Joker get the ball in the post, they was running towards him, attacking him. They was getting physical. So they started the game off physical, so it was hard for the refs to start calling fouls early.
Nah, the refs just don't call the fouls for that.
Nah, they set the tone.
I give them that, though. They play defense and they play physical, but they the only person get a whistle on the floor.
Nah, I don't agree.
I bet you do.
It's kind of like the Draymond thing. Like, when you set the tone that you going to be like that, they just allow you to do that.
Nah,
they was super physical.
They was super physical, but half that shit was fouls.
Nah, I like that type of basketball.
I do
super
too.
Physical.
But call it the same way.
They wasn't.
You look at Shea, foul. Shea falling on his face, foul.
Joker get the same calls.
He doesn't, but nobody get calls like Shea. The closest thing to getting calls like Shea is Brunson.
Who?
Brunson. That's who get the closest.
You talking about as far as guards go?
No, NBA. Anybody in NBA, the closest person to get some calls.
They don't be physical. If they got in the post, Big Perk. Shout out to Big Perk.
Don't fucking shout him, man. It ain't no getting physical, bro. Shea just stepped on McDaniel's foot the other day. They called foul on him.
His foot was in the way.
Bro, please. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on. They might as well go and get him the trophy if they was going to act like this.
But nah, they advanced. The Oklahoma City Thunder advanced to the Western Conference Finals to play against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And they're on Game 2 was yesterday. We're going to break that down. The New York Knicks and the Pacers are playing. They're on Game 3 too. That was yesterday. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they had games.
Minnesota was
today. Minnesota
Friday. Thursday. Minnesota Game 2 was Thursday.
Bro.
Game 3 is today.
Friday.
Yeah,
no. You right, Thursday. You right.
Yeah, I ain't tripping. So we'll break that down too. But before we get into that, what's been going on in the hooping world? Another Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark's saga. Did you see what happened?
We watched it together.
We was watching that game.
Yeah.
So
you said it wasn't flirting.
I ain't say that.
You did. You was like, bro, that's not a damn flagrant. I was like, it is. You was like, no, it's not. He was like, you better touch. I said, bro, she pushed her.
So it was the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky had a game. Third quarter, the ball comes off the rim. Angel Reese go for the rebound. She get the rebound, but before she get the rebound, she kind of pushed the defender in the back, grabbed the rebound, went up for the shot. Caitlin Clark grabbed her to stop her from getting an easy layup and kind of pushed her in the back. Angel Reese jumped up, you know what I'm saying? Tried to get all in her face. Aaliyah Boston kind of separated them. Angel Reese was like, I'll fuck you up. What you think you doing? Well, I don't know if those are her words exactly, but it kind of looked it that way. It looked like she was on that. But
hey, do you think that was a get back though? Because she pushed her homie?
Yeah.
Right.
It was a hard foul on purpose. Right. But I'm going to play the clip.
Too strong on a three. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlin Clark. Afterwards has something to say as Clark walks away. We know there are always increased eyeballs, energy, and attention around the matchups between Reese and Clark, and Angel Reese is still going after Caitlin Clark in the aftermath.
Everyone in the arena had to know this foul was coming. As soon as you saw Angel Reese wide open, you knew that Caitlin Clark was going to come in and take that foul.
So when we was watching it, I thought it was a good foul, good take foul. I didn't think it was a flagrant until I seen it from, I guess, the other angle where she grabbed her and pushed her kind of hard with the off arm. I guess that's considered a flagrant, but I think they kind of blew it out of proportion. I think it was a regular foul. How you feel about it?
I don't think they blew it up for his girls. That's what they gonna do.
No, they get down, bro.
They get down, but it's like they gonna put it in like because they love rivalry or whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, I think they juicing it up.
Yeah, and she shoved or whatever. So I'm guessing, but
I like the foul. I like that Angel Reese got up like that. I like the whole little interaction.
Yeah, they all love getting rowdy.
Yeah, I like that whole thing.
That's cool.
I think everybody else is kind of blowing it out of proportion. Like everybody is saying like Angel Reese overreacted because she don't like Caitlin Clark or Caitlin Clark don't like her.
The milkman. That's who overreacted right there.
I don't think they like each other, and I think it's okay that they don't like each other.
I think they're gonna play on the same team one day.
No.
Watch.
I don't think
I'll give it like 4 years.
They played on the Angel Reese. They good at getting along. They played on the All-Star game last year. Well, the rookie versus game last year, and they got along. But I don't think they like each other, and I think that's okay. I think Caitlin Clark kind of gets away with doing like little small shit that nobody true. Yeah, little sneaky shit. And then, because when she pushed her, she kind of looked down at her, and then walked away.
Like bitch.
Yeah, you know how you dunk on somebody, you stand on them. Yeah. It was kind of like a standover, but it was from a distance.
Like when Shaq did do it on the Knicks.
Yeah. So she kind of stared at her and then kind of walked off. If it was the other way around, they would have said, boy, they would have killed Angel Reese if she fouled her like that.
Yeah,
they would have smoked her. They would have said all type of aggressive.
Get this nigga out the league. she need to go.
All that. Yeah, but speaking of people like overreacting, so after it happened, Robert Griffin III went to his Twitter account and he wrote this long message. So this is what RG3 typed out. He said, Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. It's staring us all right in the face, but people are afraid to say it. Won't answer questions about Caitlin Clark. Gets mad when people praise Caitlin Clark for the explosion of the popularity around women's basketball. Celebrates when her teammates flagrantly foul Caitlin Clark. Goes after and tries to punch Caitlin Clark after a routine make them earn it foul. After Angel Reese fouled Aaliyah Boston with a push in the back that wasn't called. That's not just hate. That's jealousy and resentment. He went on to say a whole bunch of other stuff, but... Who the fuck asked RG3?
Why are you covering Ace Ford? I think he hate her because he went on. Like she the one. She was the victim at the time. So, like, why you bringing all this shit about you thinking she had? How you gonna tell somebody who hate who?
Yeah, I think hate was a strong word. I think if he'd have been like, yeah, man, they don't like each other on the court, which is cool. Like, what's wrong with players not liking each other?
That's the problem with the leagues these days. Niggas too friendly.
Yeah, like if I don't like somebody and I get a chance to foul them, I'm gonna foul the fuck out of them. I kind of like what Caitlin Clark did. She seen the opportunity. She pushed her. You know what I'm saying? Angel Reese got up. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was somebody else, Angel Reese probably wouldn't have reacted the way it was. But you know, you've been wanting to beat somebody's ass for so long, and you finally get the opportunity. Yeah. So you take it. She took it. Shit.
That probably amped her up a little bit.
She seen who fouled her and instantly turned her head and jumped up. If it was somebody else, she probably would have just, you know what I'm saying, good foul, whatever. So,
probably underestimated she would do that too.
Nah, I don't think she underestimated. I just think she was like, oh yeah, I got this bitch. I get my chance to go off on her type shit, and I don't think she think people was gonna react the way they did.
Shit.
But Ryan Clark was on his podcast, The Pivot, and they were discussing the whole foul and the overreaction from everyone else, and he took this opportunity to take shots at RG3. They played together in Washington at one point, so.
And they was coworkers.
And they was coworkers on ESPN. And Ryan Clark, I guess he been.
He let him have it.
This was on his chest. Because he let this shit out. I'm going to play the clip for reference.
Against one another. RG3 called what Angel Reese did hate. He said you could see the hate on her face for Caitlin Clark. I'm not really sure when we moved in to being able to read the expressions of a person and know their intent, know their character, know their perspective. But he does understand hate because I think he also understands the hate of self. When you look at the play, which is all we can speak to as professionals, all we can speak to as analysts, Angel Reese pushed one of her teammates. Caitlin Clark had a hard foul, which is part of basketball. I feel like it was assessed correctly. And Angel Reese's reaction is the sort of reaction you get in a situation when you feel like you took an intentionally hard foul. That's competitiveness. That's rivalry. That's not hate. And so now, though, when RG3 jumps on to the hate train or to the angry train, and now follows along with what we saw from Keith Olbermann, what we saw from Dave Portnoy, as they poured on to Angel Reese to make her the villain in Caitlin Clark's heroic or hero story. Right. The one thing we know about RG3 is he's not having conversations at his home about what black women have to endure in this country, about what young black women and athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with being on the opposite side of Caitlin Clark's rise and ascension into stardom. Now, when you look at it, I think A'ja Wilson is the face of the league. A'ja Wilson is the best player in the league. Caitlin Clark is the most important player in the WNBA. And a ton of her fandom has come along with some racial bias or some racial pieces to why people love her so much. And so now, if you're RG3, when is the last time within your household you've had a conversation about what she's dealing with? You haven't been able to do that because in both of your marriages, you've been married to white women. You haven't had opportunities to have those conversations to educate you on what they're feeling, what black women deal with, what they're seeing when they think of a young Angel Reese. And the whole time that he's mimicking Angel Reese and bobbing his head and moving his neck while he's doing this whole piece, his wife is in the back amening and clapping. And so to me, it's just another situation that now this young lady has to deal with. When I worked with RG3, he would make all of these sort of corny jokes about milk and how much he loved it and how important it was. And he always points out on social media the color of his wife's skin, as if the color of her skin is what makes her special, as if the color of her skin is what makes her a good wife. I've met the lady. I've had a conversation with her. Right. I think she's more than that. But it also leads to what black women deal with a lot from black men who have chose to date or marry outside of their race. They always feel like they have to go the extra mile to prop up the woman that they're married or the woman that they're with, over black women by denigrating black women. I feel like we should have an opportunity to move past that and understand that Angel Reese can be great in her own right, as Caitlin Clark is as well. Caitlin Clark is a likable and lovable superstar. She pays homage to the stars of the past. She pays homage to the black women that have come before her, and now she is carrying the mantle forward. So there's no need to pin those two against each other and paint them based on stereotypical tropes. And I think this is what I'd like RG3 to know, that no matter how much he continues to echo the microaggressions of racists, he'll be no less black than me.
He snapped. He ain't wrong, though.
He been waiting to get that shit off his chest like for a long time. This was RG3's response to what Ryan Clark did.
Because there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of conversations about my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, which was purely based in basketball. But I think all of you know there's a line in life that you just simply don't cross. Wives and children are always off limits. And Ryan Clark has sprinted past that line. Ryan Clark didn't like my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. And that's fine. It's okay. It's part of the game. Sports media, I'm going to have an opinion. This person might not agree with it. That person might not agree with it. But what you don't do is turn around and personally attack me and my family just because you don't agree with a sports opinion that is purely based off the sport. I didn't make it personal. But what that really shows is just how low of a person Ryan Clark is. So if you don't know, I gave a sports opinion stating that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. And I based it purely off of her actions on the court and in press conferences. It wasn't just because of the hard, flagrant foul in their opening game. I gave 5 examples that showcased Angel Reese's dislike for Caitlin Clark, because that's what I do. My job is to analyze sports, but I always make sure that I stay inside of the arena. I think this has to be said because...
All right, he spoke for like 8 more minutes. I ain't gonna play the whole thing. And
Crappy wolf.
He went on to say that Ryan Clark was kind of wrong for bringing up his wife, and then he kind of insinuated that he should be reprimanded by ESPN because he said it's not a good look for ESPN for Ryan Clark to play the race card and attack his wife and do all of that, which I don't agree. I think they both have a point. I think RG3 was right in that they don't like each other. I wish he wouldn't have used the term hate, and because I think they don't like each other. I don't think it's a one-way street where Angel Reese doesn't like Caitlin Clark. I think Caitlin Clark just has a better image than Angel Reese, and what I mean by that is when Caitlin is good at, like, you know, being the quote-unquote bigger person when it comes to things that happen to her. She just plays it off. And Angel Reese is more vocal. She's seen as more aggressive and things like that. So the small things that Caitlin Clark does do, even when she play other teams and other players, you know, she does little small stuff to, you know, that if other players did it, it would be seen as like dirty or whatever. But it's basketball. It's what you're supposed to do in my eyes. I don't have a problem with what she does. But I think he was waiting to take shots at RG3. I don't think it was necessary for him to bring up his wife, even though I don't think he attacked the wife or said anything bad about it. He just shouldn't have brought her up, because even in his clip, he stated that, you know, I met his wife a couple times. She seems like a great lady from all the interactions I've had with her. So I think they both got a point, but I think I wish they stopped bringing the race thing into it, which it is a big component. I think people are uncomfortable with it, but I don't have a problem with the race thing. I don't have a problem with it You know what I'm saying? I think it's good for. I think the way that white people take up for Caitlin Clark is the way black people took up for Tiger Woods. Like, we finally got a good person in a predominantly white sport, and we wanted to celebrate it and champion it. So, me personally, I don't have a problem with like white people being like cheering for Caitlin Clark on the strength that she's white, because the sport is dominated by black athletes. So they finally got them one. So let them celebrate. That's just how I feel about it. Now, what I don't like about it is when people use that as an excuse to be hateful towards the other people or the other group of people. That's what I don't like about it. But everything else, I'm cool with it. And it's bringing more attention to the sport, the women's sport. A lot of people really wasn't paying attention to it before what happened to them two in the WNBA. I mean, not the WNBA, but the NCAA playoff tournament or whatever.
What? When she did that?
I mean, she did the whole thing. Yeah, nobody really paid attention to women's basketball before that. And so they're kind of using that same storyline to advance the WNBA, which I don't think either of them have a problem with. I think Angel Reese is just, I think she's trying to getting fed up with being the villain in the whole story. I think she wants to, you know what I'm saying, be seen as a good player but I think she's tired of every time something happens between the two of them, she's the villain. And Caitlyn is seen as like Ryan said, the hero or such. But how you feel about it?
I feel like he should have brought his wife up.
Why?
Because he making a point. Shit, he not having that conversation at home, so he don't know what's going on in black women lives.
Yeah.
And then you see how she in the background. She really was in the background.
She was in the background, sitting down on the couch, like they prepped for that.
Exactly, but why wasn't she in the background when you felt like he was attacking her?
That's true too.
So,
yeah, she wasn't in that one either.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like he not having that conversation, so he don't know. And then like you trying to brag that she white and all that, like, bro, we see what she is, so it's cool, bro. Like, it ain't that big of a deal.
What's the difference between him bragging that his wife white and us bragging that our wives black?
Bro, we not gonna be running around like, yeah, this my beautiful black queen. We just gonna say that's queen. Like, this my chocolate milk dub and shit like that. Like,
nah, you say white chocolate.
I know, but I'm saying we talking about what we got. Yeah, so it's like I don't get like you could brag on your lady, but bro, you going too far. Like, you doing too much. But I feel them though. But I feel like the whole thing with them is like.
You feel like it was a flagrant though?
Yeah, I do. She pushed her, but I feel like the little storyline with them, I feel like I don't even think they even take it that far. Like, I don't think they really care as much as people do.
I think Angel is fed up with it because I think she's tired of her name always attached to her. Like, let me be the Chi-Town Barbie, like that she wanted to be. And
they always
she wanted to be the 290 queen with her pelly.
Yeah, for sure.
She just wanted to chill.
I feel like they just like, just because she don't get along with her, or y'all make it seem like she don't like her. Now every time she do something, y'all
every
on her
time.
back.
And it's only when she do something to her. She do the same shit with everybody else.
Like when she get low lights and shit, miss shots.
They be waiting on her to miss shots.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
and the comparison between them two, they not this people that's comparing them is stupid or just don't watch basketball. They don't play the same type of style of basketball. They're two different positions. They provide two separate things to their team. Angel Reese was never a scorer. Well, in college, since she had that injury, that's why she's kind of unorthodox. You can tell, but after she had that injury, she kind of, I don't know, her offensive game is not the same as it used to be when she was in high school. Because she had game in high school. I seen some of her highlights, but they play two different positions. Angel Reese is there to play defense, block shots, and rebound. That is her game. She's not a scorer. They don't run the offense through her. Caitlin Clark is a scorer. She's a three-point shooter. She handles the ball. She gets assists. She get her teammates involved. That's her position. So to keep comparing them is kind of dumb anyway.
Right. It's just like, why are you even comparing a fucking big to a guard?
Yeah, you wouldn't do that in the NBA. You wouldn't compare. You wouldn't compare Draymond Green, and not that I'm saying.
Yeah, you might.
I should have picked somebody else, bro.
Don't even see it because they gonna just.
Yeah, they gonna jump on it. You're right. But yeah, you're not supposed to compare those two in their different styles of play. It's ignorant. So, but I think Angel Reese just tired of it, and I think she keep catching strays because she be coming out on the bad end of it. Like, you never hear people say nothing negative about Caitlin Clark, like, at all. They always come into her defense.
Well, some of our people be to their defense. Some don't. They be tripping. I just be reading the comments sometimes, like, bro, is it this fucking
It don't even be that serious, bro. I be looking at it like even when we was watching, I'm just like, oh, good foul. I ain't overreact. I ain't doing. And then the social media went crazy. Like, that day and the following day, people writing think pieces and long ass paragraphs and making 20-minute videos. Well, kind of like what the fuck we doing right now, but
nah, not like us. We on 10 different topics though.
Yeah, it's just like, it wasn't that serious. Like, if you're a fan of basketball, that what happened?
RG3, he made another post like 2 days later about Caitlin Clark. It's like, bro, chill.
It was a regular. It was a regular. We that's a foul we call. I mean, we do at the LA Fitness, bro. It was a regular play. It was nothing crazy about it or extra about it. It was just a foul. Two people arguing back and forth. Let the shit go. And then
they was that both of their first game too?
It was Indiana's second game of the season. It was the Chicago Sky's first game.
All right. Already the season just started.
Yeah. So the WNBA knew what they was doing. They trying to get them ratings up. So, and it was in Indiana too. Yeah. So yeah. But everybody made a big fuss about what Ryan Clark said, and I guess it got the best of him. So he apologized to RG3's wife. Let me see if I can pull that up. Yeah, he apologized to her. Hold on. Here, go right here.
Greta Griffin. Let me say this before getting into reasoning, before getting into thought process. She should not have been brought up in me trying to make a point about how having black women close to you and the things that you learn from them can help you in the way that you approach and speak to and about them. She didn't need to be the illustration of that. I could speak positively about what they are without making the insinuation that it's something that non-black women don't do well. I'm doing the exact same thing, or it may have seemed that I did the exact same thing to her that I'm trying to keep people from doing to black women. My thought process was, in seeing certain clips on my algorithm, on my timeline, they do a podcast together. In that podcast, they talk very openly about not being black enough. They talk very openly about biracial kids, what it's like to not be accepted in the black community. They very rarely talk about black women. In the video that RG3 posted that I felt like mocked Angel Reese, she was in the background. Did I love the optics of RG3, a black man, attacking and imitating, and what I felt insulting, mocking a black woman as his wife was in the background, almost seemingly as a prop of, and this is my feeling, of what was good, amening, nodding along, and applauding what I felt like was a personal attack. I didn't. But that doesn't mean because I have that feeling about what you do to someone else that I can do that to you. So, to Greta, I was out of line. I was out of bounds. I apologize. To all of the people that don't like RG's take or takes or the way that he moves, or even if you just in this conversation take my side and want to support me, leave his family alone. It doesn't take a daily attack on his wife, on his children, to remind him that you think his take, his takes, or whatever it is the wrong thing to you. Families should be off limits. I started that by bringing her into it. I see that now. No matter what my intent was, the impact was different. If I had to do it all over again, I would do it a different way.
Hold up.
So yeah, that was Ryan Clark's response, and the whole internet went crazy about Ryan Clark having his first child's mother is white. So a lot of people jumped on that too, saying how he gonna call out RG3 for marrying two white women, and he got a white baby mama, but.
That's why he said sorry.
Yeah, that's really why he apologized.
He ain't trying to get fired. He ain't trying to get fired because of his daughter. But I feel you, Ryan. I wouldn't apologize. Fuck that nigga.
He didn't apologize to him. He apologized to his wife.
Wouldn't apologize to her.
I would've.
I would.
Because women and kids are off limits, bro. If I made his wife feel uncomfortable, I'd be like, you know what?
She
I'm
made
wrong.
me feel uncomfortable when she was in the background doing that, bro. I don't care.
Nah, I would apologize to his wife. Like, you know what? She ain't do nothing. It's her lame ass husband who, you know what I'm saying, do the corny shit. And I think RG3 do a lot of shit to poke at the black community too. Because I feel he brought it up, the fact that on ESPN, I think this was like 10, 15 years ago, when what was his name? The dude that be talking crazy who used to be on ESPN called him a corny brother.
Rob Parker
called him a corny brother, and RG3 even him and Stephen A. Smith sat down, and RG3 brought it up, like, you know what I'm saying, nobody talk about the effects that had on me when he went out there and said, I'm not a real brother, I'm not black or whatever. So I feel like RG3's probably blackness, quote unquote blackness, has been questioned a lot. Growing up, he may have not been felt accepted by the black community. And
is he wrong? Is Rob wrong? Rob ain't wrong. Monk was right.
I mean, it's different type of black. I think as black people, we need to accept that there's, you know, different forms of blackness. It looks different. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all, you ain't got to be hood or ghetto to be considered black. But you also ain't got to do some of the corny shit that RG3 do.
You see how his voice changed in them videos too.
Code switching. That's what we call it, code switching. I mean, he may be corny. Some black people corny.
It's okay to be corny.
That's what I'm saying.
But don't try to bring the community down because you're corny.
I mean, he not the only person. Rob Parker not the only person that said that about RG3 that's worked with him. So apparently that's just who he is or whatever. But yeah,
the milkman.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that until Ryan Clark said it, and then a bunch of them videos popped up on social media where he was like, yeah, being a milkman or bragging on his wife being white, calling her what do you call her? 2% milk or some shit like that. But yeah,
fat ass when
we ain't even gonna say, bro. We leave him alone.
His 2 cents.
But I hope that shit over with by Monday. Today's Saturday. I don't want to hear a peep from it. I think we should move on from it. Next time Angel Reese play Caitlin Clark in Chicago, I'll be at that game. I'm lying.
You ain't going?
Fuck no, them tickets was $800.
Ain't worth it.
I'm cool. Watch it from the crib for the 8. But yeah, so I hope we don't have to speak on that no more. I hope they foul each other for years to come. And then other news, Pro Football Focus had Dak Prescott ranked as the 17th best quarterback in the NFL.
Go Cowboys. That's a good.
Nah, it ain't, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You can't. Don't do that.
17?
No, that's disrespectful. For Dak, that's disrespectful. And Dak not a great quarterback. Dak is a...
So what you saying? He should be higher?
He should be 10, top 10.
Oh, fuck.
Not even a question. Have you seen the list?
Show me the list.
We're gonna start at the top from the bottom.
Okay.
You already know who like the top 3 and 4. That's like a given. I don't even like how they did the top 3. So at number 1, they got Patrick Mahomes. Mm-hmm. I take that. Number 2, they got Joe Burrow. I don't like that.
You don't think Joe Burrow better than Dak?
I don't like him being at number 2.
That's okay, but he better than him. So
he better than Dak. All right, we give you that. I give you Joe Burrow. Number 3, Lamar Jackson. Jackson. Number 4, Josh Allen. Number 5, Jalen Hurts. Number 6, Jaden McDaniels.
Jaden
Daniels, I'm sorry. I'm tweaking. Washington?
Oh, Washington.
Yeah.
You got me thinking about Timberwolves.
Yeah, that's why I said McDaniels. My bad, Jaden. Number 7, Matthew Stafford. Number 8, Justin Herbert.
Stafford might be a little too high.
Thank you. Number 9, Jared Goff. Number 10, Geno Smith. Number 11, Brock Purdy. Jordan Love is number 12. Number 13 is Baker Mayfield.
Love too high.
Number 14 is C.J. Stroud. Number 15, Kyler Murray. Number 16, Trevor Lawrence. And number 17 is Dak Prescott.
Who under Dak?
Bro, I don't give a fuck.
Nah, who under him?
Nigga, you see the people that's in...
Who under him?
Number 18 is Tua. Number 19 is Bo Nix. Number 20 is Bryce Young from the Carolina Panthers. Number
No, he should be 18. He should be 18.
Behind Tua?
Hell yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Number 21 is J.J. McCarthy.
Now, you only got to keep...
Number 22 is Drake May. Number 23 is Michael Penix. Number 24 is Caleb Williams. Number 25 is Cam Ward. Number 26 is Sam Darnold. Number 27 is Russell Wilson. Number 28 is Justin Fields. Number 29 is Joe Flacco.
Fields over Flacco is crazy.
So you think Dak is properly rated? And they put it in tiers, too.
Yeah, that's
No,
good.
no.
What?
No.
What? All right, so look.
I tell you the people. I tell you who.
This is what I want you to do.
Yeah, I'm
Give
gonna
me
do
the
it.
people that think he better than,
Yeah.
and tell me why.
Bet. That's gonna be easy, super easy. We can start at number 5. He's better than Jalen Hurts.
Fuck no. How is he better than him?
If you put Dak Prescott on the Eagles, they win the Super Bowl.
They don't.
Yes,
they don't
do.
even win the playoff game.
Jalen Hurts has never been asked to carry the Eagles, and when he was for the first 2 games of the season, what happened? They was 0-2, and he was throwing interceptions, and his wide receiver was on the sideline reading books.
Dak Prescott never won a playoff
He
game.
hasn't. I give you that.
Jalen Hurts went crazy in the Super Bowl.
And they lost.
No, they just won.
He didn't go crazy that game.
Yes, he did. He had 3 touchdowns.
That was a blowout in the first half.
Because of him.
Chiefs' defense was ass.
They was number 1.
No.
Bro, please. He was locked in.
I don't.
You ain't see that picture? Watching ESPN, everybody picked the Chiefs. He was like, okay.
Bro, Jalen
He went
Hurts,
out there.
that's one of the best. That was the best roster in the NFL. I could have took that team to the Super Bowl.
Bro, you suck at quarterback. No, you couldn't.
I could have got busy. 6, Jaden Daniels. I give him that. 7, Matthew Stafford. I give you that. They damn near went to the Super Bowl.
So you trying to tell me these players are better than Jalen Hurts too?
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels is better than Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, I take Jaden.
That's crazy.
Jalen Hurts.
That's crazy.
I always thought Jalen Hurts was
I
overrated.
know. That's crazy.
The only bro because he went to Bama.
Because he him. He transferred from Bama.
No, he
went to
didn't
Oklahoma.
transfer from Bama. He got his job taken at Bama.
No, he didn't though.
Tua took his job.
Bro, he didn't.
He got subbed out of that national championship game and was told that he was going to have to battle for the starting position. So he left.
No, you wrong. You got to be a Bama fan to know this. So he did get his job took, but in the championship game the next year, he took Tua's spot, and he played the championship game and brought them back. They basically switched spots, and he won the game for them. Exactly. You don't know what you're talking about. He got it, bro. Him.
No.
Yes.
8, Justin Herbert. I'm taking Dak over Justin Herbert.
Why?
He's better.
Bro, his team is better. What?
That team was ass last year.
What team?
The Cowboys.
Chargers team is ass.
No, they not.
Who they have?
They had a good ass team last year.
Who? They don't have no receivers. CD Lamb better than their whole wide receiver roster.
That's because they wide receiver rosters ain't good. It's not like CD's just so great.
They're better than the Chargers. Who on the Chargers is better than CD Lamb?
I don't know they roster like that.
Exactly. They ain't nobody. They ain't making no noise.
Jared Goff.
Honestly, Herbert is way better than him.
No, he skilled, but he don't produce shit. Yeah.
Nah.
He lost the 21 lead in the playoffs.
Yeah.
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 It was on him.
That did too against the Packers. What are you talking about?
I know. No, they didn't lose it. They got blew out from the beginning.
No, they did lose. They was winning, and the Packers
threw
came
3
back.
interceptions straight.
No, they was beating the Packers. The Packers came back and Mason Crosby hit a game-winning field goal when Rodgers threw that pass to Cook in the sideline. He caught that pass.
I'm gonna reiterate this. I don't think Dak is a great quarterback. I think he's a middle of the road quarterback.
Not good.
But these quarterbacks are not better than him.
They not. They are.
Jared Goff, they neck and neck.
Yeah, like that's somebody you can compare him with.
They neck and neck.
Yeah, he had a lot of weapons. He got carried.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you that.
Geno Smith.
He has.
Nah, Geno get busy.
Yeah, I know he'd get busy now. That's what I said. I just want to see what you say.
I like Geno though. I like what Geno did in
honestly,
Seattle.
I
though.
think Geno better than him.
Not better. I think they about to Geno a tad bit less than that.
Geno's better. They had a nice shootout this season, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That game they had a shootout, but yeah, Geno better than him to me.
Brock Purdy.
I don't like Brock.
Yeah, I don't think Brock is better than.
I think Brock got carried by a nice team.
Absolutely. Great team. Great rosters.
Yeah.
Jordan Love.
I don't like Jordan Love, but I will take Jordan Love.
I'll take Jordan Love over Dak.
Yeah,
I'll take Jordan Love over Dak. Baker Mayfield.
Baker's better. But he remind me of Brad Favre, so I don't like him like that. But he better than that.
No, he's not, bro.
Yes,
It's
he
not even
is.
close.
He just won a playoff game.
In that weak ass division.
What they got to do with
The
winning
worst
playoffs?
division. He shouldn't even made it to the playoffs.
Why not?
Bro, they shouldn't have made it.
Bro.
They make it to the playoffs 7 and 9?
They division not that.
Yes, it is.
They just got decent because of Jaden McDaniel. I mean, damn, you got me saying this nigga Jaden McDaniel. Because of Jaden Daniels.
That division was tough this year.
This year. What about all the other years that he keep losing and he never won a playoff game yet? They haven't won a playoff game since the 90s.
I agree with you, but
That's
just
ass.
saying, Dak was just an MVP candidate 2 years ago.
Yeah, for like 6 weeks, and that shit went around. It was over with.
CJ Stroud.
He's way better than that.
Way?
Yes, he won in the playoffs. He was balling with them niggas.
He played one good season. Last year wasn't a good season.
Last season wasn't. But you know how Dak get his stats too. We always talk about this.
I take Dak over CJ.
Hell no. I wouldn't.
Kyler Murray.
I don't even like him. I don't even pay attention.
You not answering the question.
I wouldn't say yeah or no.
Fuck no.
I wouldn't say yeah or no. He had a good season before.
Fuck no.
Tell him stop cursing. Say stop.
My
cursing.
bad, niece.
But
Fact no.
see, look, now she's trying to do it. I ain't gonna say he better. I ain't gonna say neither one of them better. It's really a toss up for real.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence definitely better.
No.
No. He's better.
He hasn't won a playoff game.
Yeah. How come he did?
Who'd he beat?
The Chargers. What are you talking about?
It was another weak ass quarterback.
He won, bro. He won.
Trevor Lawrence is terrible, bro.
Dak is terrible.
He's a better terrible though.
Nah, ain't no such
I
thing.
never
as
said
better
Dak
terrible.
was gay. I'm just saying. I
Gay.
mean, great. I never said Dak was great.
gonna
I'm
get
just
us
saying
banned.
it's disrespectful to put certain players in front of him. I think Dak is top 10.
I don't.
I
don't.
Let me see this
I
list
do
one more
not,
time.
bro. I
If
do
I'm
not think he's top 10.
I think he's.
And he show it every time it's a big game.
I think he 8.
8 is all right. Yeah,
The first 4 is automatic. Josh Allen. The first 4 is automatic to me. I throw Jalen Hurts in there because he won a Super Bowl, so that's 5. I'm taking Dak over Jaden Daniels. Then I'm.
What?
Bro, he only had one. That's one rookie season.
He won a playoff game before this nigga.
That's one season. CJ Stroud had one good
He
season and
won
fell
2
off.
playoff games.
He fell off. No, he was almost in the Super Bowl until they got blew out, right?
Bro.
The Eagles.
All right, Hurts.
Not Hurts.
Good job, Shake Money.
I take Matthew Stafford, so that's 6, and that's it.
You're not picking Dak that high.
Him and Golf is even. So at the lowest, Dak should be 8.
But look, if you put Dak on that Detroit team, he will not go crazy.
Yes.
Hell no.
Yes.
Hell no.
Yes.
He gonna be throwing picks like crazy.
No.
He gonna look like Goff looked in that playoff game against Washington. He gonna look hell no.
Dak is more mobile than Goff.
They like the same.
Nah, Dak,
Goff just don't run.
He can't run. Dak stopped running because of the leg injury that he got.
He had a leg injury in college.
Who?
Dak.
And he broke it again in the league.
He ain't fast. He had the same speed.
Dak is 8.
Man, he should be happy he even top 15.
Dak 8, bro.
He 20.
17 is disrespectful as hell.
It's not, bro. And that's why they be having all them games.
Well, you got him ranked
20. He ass. He not good, bro. He not, bro. He terrible.
Name 19 better quarterbacks than Dak Prescott.
Name?
Yeah.
Tua.
Fuck no. You started off wrong, bro. You started off. He hasn't won a playoff game.
He haven't.
But you talking about choking in the playoffs.
This is my opinion. You asked me for my opinion, bro. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Tua, Trevor Lawrence.
No.
I would, bro, and I don't even like this dude. I would take Justin Fields over him. I would, bro. Lamar Jackson. Of course, the obvious Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes. Don't say Aaron Rodgers is not better than him.
Bro, Aaron
Rodgers at 45 is better than that.
He didn't make it to the playoffs last year.
He didn't.
He hasn't won a playoff game in about 15 years.
15 is crazy.
When was the last time he won a playoff game?
Like 4 or 5 years ago.
Against who?
He went to the. What you mean? Every time he went to the playoffs, he went to the conference championship.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Because they had a bye, maybe.
No, because they won. You don't get nobody to go to the conference championship.
Right.
You get that.
I'm finna look at it.
They went against the Buccaneers at the conference championship. They almost went to the Super Bowl. When Tom Brady won, they played against them in the conference championship. You ain't gotta look it up. I got this. You ain't gotta worry about that, bro. I got all that. I cover that. Dak haven't won a playoff game. Dak best. You go look up Dak best year and go to A-Rod worst year. They would look the same.
Aaron Rodgers hasn't won a playoff game since 2011.
That's cap. That's cap. How? When did Tom Brady win the Super Bowl with the Buccaneers? That's super cap, boy. You tripping.
Hey, NFL.com wouldn't lie.
NFL.com lying to you. Look that up. You gonna get it spicy here. That's cap. 2011. That's the Super Bowl. That's when he won the Super Bowl. 2011, February 5th.
2021. That was when the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl.
That's when he won a playoff game. They played in the conference championship against the Packers.
Hey, bro, Google wouldn't lie.
Go look at the game before that. See who they had to play. They played. Tell him, that boy, you don't know. So you don't know. And I think Dak did win the playoff game too. I think they beat the Buccaneers, Tom Brady last year.
Oh, they beat the Rams in a divisional game.
I know. No, they did. It was in the snow. I know this, bro. You can't tell me
what happened when he played against the Bucs?
Defense ain't step up.
Defense?
Yeah, they ain't step up.
Them third downs that A-Rod didn't convert on, it was on him.
No, it wasn't. So like I was saying, Dak, we know he not better than him. Dak is trash, bro. Like
I ain't saying he great, but he not 17 though. That's disrespectful.
It ain't. Go do something. Show us why you.
A lot of them ain't done nothing.
Like who?
Trevor Lawrence.
He won a playoff game. That's what he did.
Dak won a playoff game. He just ain't won multiple playoff games.
Right. He just won that against the Bucs.
So?
Ain't no so, nigga. Do something. You been in the league over 10
Justin
years.
Herbert ain't did nothing.
He won a playoff game.
No,
too.
he didn't. Justin Herbert ain't win a playoff game.
Okay, he didn't. But he
Tua hasn't won a playoff game.
None of them got weapons like him. They don't. He had plenty of weapons. Not last year. He had weapons though.
The Dolphins had the best offense in the league.
They didn't have the best. They have the fastest. That's not the best.
They had the highest scoring offense in the league that season.
They had the
They
fastest.
put up
lead.
70 points on somebody.
They should have. That was the weakest team ever.
No, it
Broncos.
wasn't.
Yes, it was. They was trash. They should have did that. He deserved.
We still making excuses for Tua, bro.
We making excuses for Dak.
No, I said Dak is average.
Right, so he should be where he at.
Tua is below average.
He ain't no different than Dak to me.
No,
They on the same level.
Geno Smith,
Well, I think he better.
Brock Purdy.
I don't like Brock Purdy. I don't think neither one of them is better. I think they both is bums. But we know who went to the Super Bowl, though. We know that. No, we.
I could have went to the Super Bowl with the Niners.
No, you couldn't. But this what I didn't say about Brock. That when they went to the Super Bowl, he showed up on big plays.
I mean,
He showed up when
made a few plays.
All right, he did that.
Made a few plays. I don't know. Nah, I don't think it's disrespectful though. Dak ain't ranked that low to me. He number 8 at the lowest. He's 8.
Crazy. 8 is insane.
There isn't 16 quarterbacks better than
8 is
Dak
crazy,
Prescott.
bro. What was he doing last year?
He got hurt.
Did he?
Yeah, he got hurt.
8 is crazy.
Yeah, he got hurt. So yeah.
And the way Sammy Darnold played last year, he might have to go down again, bro.
Sam Darnold top 10.
Fuck no.
Right, chill out there.
Dak not top 10. You see what he
bro.
He what he supposed
Dak
to be.
Prescott is a
They
top
got
10
away with that too.
quarterback in the NBA. What?
Put him over Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold was like number 29.
Yeah, that's cap. He comeback player of the year.
Was he?
Yeah. You ain't know that?
It wasn't much to come back from, bro.
You have to get on niggas.
Man,
You got to, and he's still young too, bro. So he's still growing. His game's still
we gonna
growing.
see.
Dak is not gonna get better. So what you got them going to the playoffs?
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did make some good moves. They had a good offseason. Cowboys definitely had
So
a
they
good
got 3
offseason.
people coming out their division.
I think Washington gonna take a step back this season.
They got a couple players now. They got
Yeah,
Debo. They got a couple defensive players.
I don't think Debo is going.
I think he fit perfect for them.
I think Debo he's a result of the offense that Shanahan puts together.
That they play like that. The West Coast offense, they play like that.
Not like Shanahan though. Now if they can put him in those and that's
They gonna have him
similar
and
system and
Eckler.
stuff like that.
They gonna have him and Eckler in the back.
If they could do that, then yeah, I see Debo. But if he's just gonna be a traditional wide receiver, I don't
He's
see
not
him
gonna
having
be
a,
that. He's
see
not.
him having a
That's
good
not what
season
he
like
is.
that. But yeah, I'd see them taking a step back. I don't know. The Giants might have a chance. Their schedule wasn't the strongest.
Jason, who gonna be their quarterback? Dart. You seen him at practice and stuff?
Russell Wilson is starting quarterback for the New York Giants. I think Dart is just if they start off slow, then they'll go to Dart. But I think Russell Wilson is the starting quarterback.
Oh, he for the future?
I guess.
Because what they gonna do with Winston?
Him and Russell is kind of on the same deal. If they start off slow, I think they'll both be either getting cut, traded, or benched. I don't think they have any true plans for either one of them. But yeah, that's enough of football. We could transition to basketball. So as of now, the Minnesota Timberwolves are down in the series 0-2. Looking like it's going to be 2-1 after this game. But as of now, game 1, it was a blowout. Both games were a blowout.
Yeah.
Game 1.
It took off in the second half of the game. Third quarter.
Game 1, Julius Randle had, 28. Jaden McDaniels had
He had like 5 threes.
7. Rudy Gobert, he did what Rudy do because he shouldn't have did what he did in Game 5 against the Lakers. He had 2 points. Anthony Edwards had 18 points, but he did give 9 rebounds.
He ain't scoring the fourth.
Yeah, he ain't scoring and I think he's like 7% from the mid-range in the playoffs.
That's crazy.
He's only either shooting layups or 3-pointers. So
say wow, Anthony.
And then over on the Thunder side, Jalen Williams had 19, Chet had 15, Isaiah Hartenstein had 12, SGA, the MVP, officially the MVP, had 31.
Hey, they coach be padding his stats too.
No, he don't.
Hey, the game was up. He want to keep it keep him in until you get his little 31 average.
Yeah, I fucks with it, bro.
I'm cool with that. But he be doing it. But I'm cool with it though. But we know if it was Russ, they'd be like, yeah, you want to keep him in the game. But I'm cool with that. But if he get hurt or something, that's
gonna be crazy. And then in game 2, the final score was 118-103. That game was ugly early.
It got ugly in the third quarter too.
Early third quarter.
Yeah. As soon as the third quarter let out.
Jaden McDaniels had 22. Julius Randle had 6.
He ain't played the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he got benched. He ain't played none of the fourth.
He was like 2 for 11.
Rudy Gobert had 5 points. Anthony Edwards had 32 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and Naz Reid had 10 points. And then Shea Cousin had 17.
No,
he had 17.
He had like 4 threes.
And then on the Thunder side,
hey, they was killing though. All like 3 of them had 20.
Jalen Williams had 26. Chet had 22. Shea had 38.
Yeah, they was going crazy.
What I learned from this series is, first of all, Minnesota sometimes they play dumb basketball. Like they make dumb mistakes at the wrong time to either keep the momentum going or change the momentum. They just either make a turnover or take a bad shot at the wrong time to me. And in order for them to win this series, everything has to go perfect for them.
So what you think, they like Boston?
Huh?
You think they like Boston?
Worse than Boston. Boston mistakes are just shooting threes. Minnesota mistakes is they just simply do dumb stuff. Like they'll make a turnover, they'll commit a bad foul. It just don't make sense at that point in time for them to do what they do.
Because Ant shoot like 10 a game.
And he gonna keep shooting.
He is. But I feel like they like the the Western Conference Pacers. You just got lucky, you played a couple beat up teams.
Nah. And they need everybody to play their best for them to win. Like when Naz Reid is not scoring, he serves no point on the court. When Julius Randle is not scoring, he serves no point on the court. When and them like they second and third best scorers, they don't rebound.
Rudy serves no purpose at all. No, he don't.
Nah, no real talk. He can't play in this series.
This series is no point.
Yeah, they put him in the pick and roll, and then it's over for him.
And getting you 9 rebounds a game anyway. You don't need him.
So when those 2 players plus Rudy is not doing nothing, they kind of serve no purpose, and then they just out there. And with OKC, they show that they can get their points and defense from anybody besides Shea. Shea gonna give you his 28, 30 points, but then you'll never know who's gonna have a great game. Like Jalen Williams went for all those points, but then he might not do it the next game.
He only gonna do it at home.
That's true.
That's all. He just only gonna do it at home. So like right now they on the road, they down 20 for a reason. Jalen Williams probably ain't got a point. He only gonna do it on the road.
I think
trying to get you clip for him.
I think they'll get 1 game in Minnesota. I think this series is going 6 at the most. I think Minnesota has the best player.
Oh, you think OKC gonna get 1?
Yeah, Minnesota has the best player. OKC has the best team.
The best? You think Ant better than Shea?
Yeah, I think Ant is better than Shea. But I
can't argue that.
I think Ant's high is better than Shea's highs, but I also think his lows is worse than Shea's lows. Shea is gonna be even all game, every game. He gonna give you the consistency. Ant is not consistency, and that's his downfall. Because when he hot, he hot. When he not, he not at all. But Shea gonna give you his usual. I think Ant is a better defender. He's a better 3-point shooter, better ball handler, but Shea just does what he does and get it done.
Yeah. You go ahead and see it. You want to see it. Shea Penn, the referees, man.
He get his calls.
Rudy
People be fouling.
Rudy gonna do it this series. He gonna. I think that too. I think OKC got a better team. But I do also think that OKC team is like they
It's
more
deeper.
tougher.
Yeah,
They more tough.
because you got
I don't think it's deeper though. The Timberwolves just don't play their bench.
Russo. You got Russo coming off the bench playing good defense, hustling. That too, like all the loose balls and second chance points that go to OKC.
That's why they beat Denver.
Yeah,
They didn't want to get a steal or something. They running. Denver's just looking like
tired of running.
They ain't even tired. They ain't even trying. Only motherfucker trying was Watson. So like they do that and them do that too sometimes. But it's like I start playing them youngins on the bench. They'll probably want to make a name for themselves. Cause shit, we ain't winning anyway.
Hey, he better pray for something. And then over in the East, the Knicks are down. Surprisingly, they down to the Pacers. OT. Yeah.
All right.
Especially since the first two games was in Madison Square Garden.
Excuse me. Can we get a little silence? We know you over here tripped out, bro. You trying to clip far too hard, bro.
Yeah, I was surprised that they lost, especially since it was in Madison Square Garden. But that first game, Indiana did kind of come out slow, like they was like, nervous or whatever. And
That first game without Neesmith, the Knicks would have won. He showed his ass.
that ain't his fault though. What he hit 5-3 straight.
6.
Straight.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
It ain't his fault.
It ain't. It's the Knicks' fault. They don't play defense. They best two players don't play defense. I think that'll be if they lose this series, that'll be the reason why they lost. So in game 1, the Pacers won 114-109 in overtime. What's his name? What the hell?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese Halley. What the hell? He hit a game time 2-pointer to tie the game after the Pacers went on a long run to tie it up, get it close. He had his 2-pointer sent into overtime. He did the Reggie Miller choking sign because he thought he won the game. He thought he had a 3, but because he was in damn near below the free throw line, ran all the way back to the 3-point line, shot the jump shot.
So bad.
Yeah, he wanted it so bad. It bounced. It did the Kawhi Leonard bounce.
He wanted that.
He thought it was a 3, so he pointed at Reggie Miller. His significance because Reggie did that in the Garden too and put the choke sign to the Knicks. But yeah, he did that, and then they went into overtime and won the game. Naismith ended up with 12 points that game. Siakam
Neesmith?
Yeah, Naismith. My bad.
12 points?
No, I'm tripping. That's
How
game
you do
2.
that? He had 30 that game.
That's game 2. My bad, bro.
There was four people with 30 points that game. Tyrese, Neesmith, Cat, and Bronson. Bronson had 40 though.
Yeah, Siakam, Spicy P had 17. Naismith had 30. Miles Turner had 14. What the hell? He had 31. Nembhard had 15. And then on the Knicks side, Jalen Brunson was going.
Cat 30, Bronson 40.
Josh Hart 8. OG 16, Cat 35 and
Bridges
12,
16.
Miles Bridges 16, Jalen Brunson 43, and McBride had 9. That was a waste of a game because that's the best they gonna get.
That was a nice game.
That's the best they gonna do.
It ain't.
That's the best. That's the best. Cat can give you. Cat not give you another 35 and 12 game.
He can.
Brunson gonna give you. He could give you another 40 piece. OG can give you another dub, but they not getting another 35.
I think tomorrow they gonna come out blazing. I think they gonna come out hooping.
That Indiana crowd gonna be lit.
It is, and I think they gonna play good because that's how they played in Boston. They played great in Boston.
Boston shot themselves out that game.
But it's like it's not hard to beat Indiana. Y'all make it hard when y'all take dumbass threes.
Nah, Indiana make you play their style.
Yeah, you got to counter. You got to stop shooting dumb shit.
They gonna run. They gonna run. They gonna hustle.
Coach Carter.
And they play 10 people.
He gonna Linda. They Coach Carter. That's how they play.
Tibbs is only gonna play 7 people. That's
Nah, he played 10 yesterday.
yeah, because Brunson is exhausted.
Man, they ain't exhausted. Tib just don't know what to do. He ain't never did this before.
Yeah, because he ain't never had to play this type of tempo. So now his 7 that he want to play, they exhausted.
All you got to do is tell them, get a good shot. That's it. Like, stop forcing three. Tell your center, stop shooting them dumbass threes.
That's what he do. So in game 2, they lost to 109-114, but it wasn't close.
I thought it was close.
Watched the game, nah, it wasn't close.
Ice Spicy P was going crazy.
Yeah, so Siakam ended up with 39. Neesmith ended up with 12. Miles Turner ended up with 16. Nembhard 12. Tyler he ended up with 14, 11 assists and 8 rebounds. So you don't know where it's gonna come from. Somebody. But the thing about it was when I was watching the game. So OG ended up with 16. Josh Hart only had 6. Cat had 20. Miles Bridges had 20, and Jalen Brunson had 16. But in the first half, Cat was
Miles McCall. McCall Bridges.
Mikal.
Yeah, you said Miles Bridges.
Oh, my bad. Mikal Bridges. Cat was playing good, posting up. Like he was actually posting up in the post when he had smaller players on him. And then the second half, he went back to his old self, and that's why they lost the game. To me, that's why they lost the game.
I think they lost because they just was acting like they was weird. They was acting scared to me. And then it was like they not used to getting subbed out of the damn game. So now it's like
they was in foul trouble too. Pacers are doing a good job putting them in foul trouble. And let's not forget who their coach is.
Coach Ted?
Nah.
Oh, you on the Pacers coach?
Yeah.
The one that was on the map.
Yeah, he was the Mavericks head coach when they beat the Miami Heat in the 2011
Rick
finals.
Carlisle?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah, that's him. So yeah, so he's a historical great coach to know how to game plan and put his team in a good position.
But he got a better team though.
No, he don't.
He do. 1 through 5, no. The rest, yes.
That's what I'm saying. That should be enough.
Pacers. He got a better team.
No, he don't.
How come he don't?
Knicks got a better starting lineup.
That's it.
From top to bottom.
That's it.
And they 6 man is better.
Who are they 6 men?
We considering does OG and Miles Bridges start?
Yes.
Mikal Bridges start.
They 6 men is Robinson or fucking McBride.
So Robinson and Cat start, and Mikal Bridges come off the bench.
No, he do not. He start. Nigga, don't do that. They don't have a better bench. They got T.J. McCollum, they got Mathurin, and they got OB Top. They got 3 good players off the bench. They above average.
They decent.
TJ gonna bring good.
No, they not above average. They are average.
All right, but who do they have?
Shit, they starting 5.
That's it.
That's all they need.
That ain't.
They should be smoking.
That's why they down.
They should be smoking them.
Nah, people underestimating them. And then it's the way they playing too. The Knicks don't want to run up
It's
and
up
down
to
the
Cat
court.
if they win.
I think it's up to Brunson.
He give you everything. Brunson gave you 38 and 40. 36 and 40, I'm sorry.
Dun, dun, dun. It's not enough. It's not enough, bro. Do what you was doing against Detroit. Detroit was running, but he was slowing the tempo.
It's gonna be up to Cat, bro.
Bro, you heard what Kobe said, bro.
What?
When they lost that finals, he like, man, I could have won us that. I ain't want to slow down. Just slow the game down, bro. You can slow the game
Only
down.
the greats acknowledge when they, mess up like that. But nah.
Slow the game down. They gonna keep trying to run, but slow it down.
It's ugly right now.
It ain't.
It's ugly. Because I don't see the Pacers. I don't see New York going to Indiana and winning 2 straight.
I do.
Not at all.
They honestly gonna win 3 straight. They gonna win 3 straight, and then
You think it's going to 7?
yeah, it's gonna go 7. I think the Pacers win in 7 though, but I think they gonna win these. They gonna win 3 straight.
Pacers in 5.
Cause the Cat gonna go crazy.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Why he gonna
You
go
seen
crazy?
that video of him
What?
in the beginning of game 1? He
He's
was
like
tapping
doing
people
all
on the chest. Hold on, let me see if I can find that.
yeah, he did that to Johnson.
Yeah.
But I think they gonna go crazy. Cat gonna go crazy because they know who can stick him on their team for real.
Carl Anthony Towns. That's a 3. Timeout, Indiana.
Down the stretch, they got outscored 20-6 in 2.5 minutes.
He was crying real tears.
Then Nee Smith called fire.
He was crying real tears.
Him and OG got into it. On the bench.
Cats off.
Nee Smith called fire.
Nah, Cat just got cold and he too big. Bro, you can't consistently be the biggest person on the court and shooting 3-pointers and not playing defense and not posting up. You seen one time he was in a post and he just threw some shit up like he ain't have
Because he think he gonna get a foul.
Nah, he don't have a post move. He was like uncomfortable down there.
He is. But he gonna go crazy though. They don't got nobody to stick him for real. He throwing up them crazy ass floaters too that's hitting that shit. I'm like, he's shooting them. I'm like, that shit weak. He hit though. I'm like, what the fuck?
And he was.
Yeah, he ready. Got his lady in the crowd. He turned.
Yeah, got his ass turned away.
He'll be all right.
Nah, they not. I don't think they're winning this one.
I don't think they're going to win either, but I think they're going to win 3 in a row though.
We're going to see. What's today? Saturday. They play again.
OG
Sunday.
going to lock in too.
And they playing every other day too. They not getting like those 2 days.
Yeah, OG going to lock in too.
That's who the X factor.
Yeah, he going to lock in.
It's
Watch.
going to take OG and Bridges.
If they were smart, I'd put OG on Tyrese Halliburton. I'd tell him 94 feet him.
I play his own.
I wouldn't do that because they can shoot. I'd just 94 feet him. Go.
Nah, what's the guy that come off the bench? McBride.
Yeah.
I would have him 94 feet.
What, Tyrese?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he played good defense.
I'm cool.
And shoot 3-pointers.
Cool.
But I think I'll put Miles Bridges. I'll put Miles Bridges on Halliburton.
I'll stop calling him Miles.
My bad.
He ain't in
Who the
this,
fuck
bro.
is Miles?
Off the Hornets.
My bad. Mikael Bridges. But but then who you gonna put on Spicy P? Because that was the problem.
OG can take him.
OG, Bobby Johnson.
You see what he did last year? He was on his ass.
Johnson. This ain't last year.
That's the same team.
They played together, didn't they?
Yeah, they won a championship.
Yeah.
But he was clumping him until he got hurt. Remember, he couldn't move.
You right.
But that's the thing. What I was just talking about with Tibbs, he was acting weird. Nigga, you tried to make him play on one leg last year. So now you want to act like you care about minutes? He was on one leg hobbling around.
He learned his lesson.
Man, he ain't learned shit, bro. He shouldn't have been in the game, bro. He ain't tell you he wanted to play. You made him play. This shit over with.
Yeah, this game.
They up 30.
Shit. OKC took their foot off the pedal.
They ain't had no foot on the pedal.
gas.
They came out aggressive. But they ain't getting them calls.
That's it. Think you got something else?
No.
We good. We'll holler at y'all after both game 3s. We can go over recap. We got a bunch of more football stuff to discuss next time too. I want to talk about this flag football stuff. And
lit.
And a couple more
USA.
Kendrick Perkins takes we could talk about. But it's been fun, y'all. That's another episode of the First to 32 podcast. I'm your host, Steve, a.k.a. S. a.k.a. whatever you know me as. It's my co-host,
Promise.
Zed and Promise. You can like, subscribe, follow us on YouTube at the First to 32 podcast, Apple Podcasts at First to 32 podcast, Spotify at the First to 32 podcast, Instagram at the First to 32 podcast, and we out.
Say bye.
Bye bye.
Say bye. Say bye. We see you. And clip on
Who shots? Yeah, one of my niggas. We not done, yeah, we not done spinning. We not done, yeah, I bet I catch you chillin'. We not done, yeah, we not done stepping. 2 straps.